Hello and welcome to the 2017 Mid-Season Invitational Play and Draw Show. I'm James Dash Patterson, joined here by Joshua Jat Leesman, and we're coming to you live from the Riot Studios in Santa Monica. Today we'll find out who will take on whom at the play-in of MSI in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
And joining us today to help with the draw, we have former IWC champion and Worlds attendee, Danagorn.
And with him, one of the most prolific mid laners from Brazil and also a former IWC champion and Worlds attendee, Tinones.
Now, there have been a number of changes to the MSI format this year. The introduction of the all-new play-in sees 13 teams compete for the very first time at MSI. So here's a quick rundown of some of the changes.
Hey guys, it's Azale here with your guide to the 2017 Mid-Season Invitational. For the very first time, 13 teams will compete in up to 3 different stages of MSI: the play-in, group stage, and knockout stage.
First up is the all-new play-in, which will take place in Sao Paulo from April 28th to May 6th.
8 of the 13 teams, chosen based on their historic performance and competitive strength, will be drawn from 2 pools into 2 groups. More information for how we decided on seeding for MSI is available at lolesports.com, but for now, let's get into the pools. Pool 1 is Brazil, the CIS, or Commonwealth of Independent States, Southeast Asia, and Turkey. Pool 2 is Japan, LATAM North, LATAM South, and Oceania. These teams will compete in a best-of-1 double round robin, with winners of each group then taking on representatives from either North America or the LMS. The winner of these matches will automatically progress to the group stage, while the losers play off to see who will earn the final spot. The group stage kicks off on the 10th of May in Rio de Janeiro, where these 3 teams will be joined by representatives from Europe, China, and Korea, and we'll find out who will be crowned the champion of the 2017 Mid-Season Invitational. Now let's send it back to the casters to find out your groups for the 2017 Mid-Season Invitational Play-In.
Now, today we'll be drawing the 8 first-round play-in teams into 2 groups, Group A and Group B. The teams have been divided into 2 pools, represented by the bowls that you see on screen now. Each bowl contains 4 capsules with region names and logos inside.
And as the video mentioned, teams have been split into these 2 pools based on the historic performance of their region. So today we'll be starting by drawing 2 teams from Pool 1, then 2 teams from Pool 2, and continue this methodology until all the teams have been placed into either Group A or Group B.
All right, so now that we're ready and our guests are ready, let's go ahead and kick off the MSI play-in draw. Danagorn, if you could please draw the first team from Pool 1.
Danagorn has drawn Brazil, which means the Red Canids from the CBLOL will be our first team into Group A.
Red Canids were a second-tier team that built a solid 7-man roster with the goal of overcoming every other team in Brazil. They swept Cade Stars in the CBLOL Finals 3-0 and now get a chance to play at MSI in front of one of the most passionate home crowds in League Esports. If they can match their fans' passion on the stage, expect a powerhouse performance.
Now, if you could please draw the next team, which will be placed into Group B.
The CIS has been our second team drawn, which means Virtus Pro from the LCL will be our first team from Group B. 2 hard-fought 5-game series crowned Virtus Pro champions of the LCL, including a shocking upset victory against the regional favorites M19, formerly Albus Nox Luna. With big shoes to fill, Virtus Pro will be looking to continue their region's international success and show that the LCL deserves recognition as an international contender. At this point, we will be moving on to Pool 2. So, Tinones, if you could please draw the first team, which will be heading for Group A.
And Tinones has drawn OCE, which means that the Dire Wolves, representing the OPL, will be our second team in Group A.
Dire Wolves have always looked strong, but a new level of macro play and discipline has elevated the team to OPL champions this split. An unbeaten second half of the season propelled them to the top of the standings, and a dominant performance in the finals netted them their spot at MSI with a 3-1 victory.
Now the next team drawn will fall into Group B.
Latin America North, meaning that Lion Gaming, representing the LLN, will be our second team in Group B.
Lion Gaming rises to the international stage with a sweep of the LLN finals, winning their 8th Latin America North championship. With bitter memories of coming ever so close to qualifying for Worlds 2016, Lion Gaming will be focused on the task at hand, to dominate the play-in and qualify for groups at the Mid-Season Invitational.
We're halfway there, so now we'll return to finish off Pool 1. Danagorn, if you could please do the honors.
And a reminder that Southeast Asia and Turkey are the 2 teams remaining in Pool 1. Okay, so Danagorn has drawn Turkey. Now, Turkey is yet to name their representative. They will be playing the TCL Finals on April 22nd. That will be between Supermassive and Crew Esports Club. So if you want to see it, check it out then. And that team will be qualifying into Group A.
We wait on bated breath for that one. If you could please go ahead and draw the final team from Pool 1, which will be heading for Group B.
No surprises here. Southeast Asia has been drawn, which means Gigabyte Marines from the GPL will be into Group B.
Hailing from Vietnam, Gigabyte Marines were undefeated in their run to the Mid-Season Invitational. Between the Vietnam Championship and the Garena Premier League, the Marines didn't drop a single series. They'll be striving to continue that momentum as they look to leave a mark on MSI as Southeast Asia's representative.
Now, Tanones, will you draw the last 2 teams from Pool 2, starting with Group A?
As a reminder here, Japan and Latin America South are the 2 remaining regions. And first up, we have Japan, meaning Rampage, representing the LJL, will be our final team in Group A.
Rampage finished 2nd at the end of the regular season of Japan's LJL, but swept their rivals Detonation Focus Me in an overwhelming 3-0 victory to earn their place at the Mid-Season Invitational. And they did it all with 3 new members added to their starting lineup. Rampage will now have to prove themselves worthy at an international level if they want to bring home the MSI trophy. And our last Pool 2 team will be our final team drawn.
And no surprises here, Latin America South, meaning Azurus Gaming, representing the CLS, is the final team in Group B.
Azurus Gaming were favorites coming into the CLS split, and they lived up to their expectations, sweeping the finals 3-0. They're the oldest and most well-known organization in the region, and while they haven't always been the best, they're certainly the best at learning from their mistakes. Their stellar coaching staff, incredible macro game, and fighting spirit will make them a formidable opponent at the play-in.
Nice and speedy. So with all the teams now drawn, that locks both Group A and Group B for the 2017 Mid-Season Invitational play-in. So just a recap of the groups. In Group A, we have the Red Canids from Brazil, Direwolves from Oceania, the representative from Turkey, and Rampage from Japan.
And over in Group B, it is Virtus Pro from the CIS, Lion Gaming from LATAM North, Gigabyte Marines from Southeast Asia, and Azurus Gaming from LATAM South.
Now you can catch all these teams in action as they battle for their region's pride when the MSI play-on kicks off on April 28th at 11 a.m. Pacific time as Brazil's Red Canids take on Oceania's Direwolves. We'll be bringing you all the action from the CBLOL studios in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Yeah, and also a reminder, until then, make sure you're using the hashtag MSI2017 if you want to talk about the draw or the event. And if you're looking to catch the action live and up close, the tickets are actually still available at lolesports.com/tickets.
Easy to find. That brings us to the conclusion of our 2017 Mid-Season Invitational Play and Draw Show. A big thank you to Danagorn and Tanones for your help today. Now, on behalf of myself and the entire live broadcast crew, thank you for watching, and we'll see you in Sao Paulo.